to my channel. My name is Nicole and I appreciate you guys for coming to watch my video. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction video. It'll actually be wrestling related. I'm a really big wrestling fan. If you know me personally, you know that. Today's video will actually be showing the 10 funniest promo fails. What a promo is a wrestler will come out and they'll speak on the microphone, or you might see them backstage and the camera's taping them, and that's just to help elevate their character further for them to cut a promo. So today I'm going to be watching the times where the wrestlers made mistakes, and they're pretty funny, so just keep on watching.
WrestleMania 30, right here in the Silverdome. I'm sorry, it is the Superdome, brothers.
A wrestling
That was so funny when he said that.
promo is one of the most important aspects of pro wrestling.
Why I couldn't play soccer with them tonight, Randy, this ends!
The way stories are told and matches are promoted is traditionally always through the use of a promo.
Rest in peace.
I don't know why he made a little sound effect at the end. I guess he wanted to make it even more scarier, but
There have been some amazing promos in WWE history that fans often cite as being some of the best examples of how effective promos can be. For instance, CM Punk's pipe bomb or even Mark Henry's fake retirement promo all managed to leave a lasting impression on fans whilst furthering his story. However, there have been times where a promo has fallen completely flat due to a blunder in the delivery, and unfortunately, this is rather common.
Like I said, I'm here to stay and make a good lucha thing.
WWE tries to prevent this as much as possible by scripting, but sometimes scripting can lead to bloopers. But which ones are they? Well, join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 of the funniest WWE promo fails ever. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 10, we're live, pal. A Psycho Sid has attained a reputation for being one of the most infamous talkers in wrestling history. A great example of this is his promo mishap at In Your House 5. Sid completely messed up his backstage promo and got so frustrated that he asked if he could start over.
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
JR responded by saying,
Oh, it's live, Al. Sorry.
he said it's live, pal.
Sid was then forced to begin the promo segment again, and it's one of the funniest promo bloopers ever, as Sid clearly doesn't know that they're live and he assumes that the promo is being taped. Well, this wasn't Sid's biggest mic blunder in his career, as he would go on to have many more disastrous promos throughout his WWE run, and even during his WCW stint a number of years later.
And I have half the brain that you do!
Number 9, Roman Reigns.
He said, I have half the brain that you do.
Completely forgets his lines. Roman Reigns made a huge return to WWE during the Seth Rollins vs John Cena tables match at TLC in 2014. Reigns' return was in...
Now, Roman Reigns, he's gotten better, but he used to be horrible on the microphone, like trash. Like, he's a good wrestler, but on the microphone, he was horrible.
To build him up ahead of his Royal Rumble win and his main event match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. His return went extremely well. The crowd were happy to see him, and it looked like the WWE had chosen the right guy to push moving forward. However, when Reigns cut a backstage promo after his return, it all fell apart. His promo was supposed to involve him simply declaring himself for the Royal Rumble match. However, Reigns slipped over his words and then completely forgot what he was supposed to say.
And I'm here right now to be the first man to declare at the Royal Rumble match.
Reigns,
Yeah, see, he was bad.
after a few seconds of awkwardness, managed to recover and deliver the rest of the promo, but unfortunately, the damage was already done. Number 8, Seth Rollins gets tongue-tied. As Seth Rollins has been well established as being one of the...
Now, Seth Rollins, he's always been pretty good on the mic to me, and he's good in the ring too, so it's crazy to hear that he actually had a mess up.
WWE's top guys, and this extends to his promo ability.
This building was built on my blood, sweat, and tears, Kevin.
However, in 2015, a certain word in Rollins' promo script caused the WWE Champion to have some difficulty. During the segment, Rollins would have a promo exchange with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, and Rollins was supposed to refer to Lesnar destroying a car.
When that happened, when he destroyed the car, I was there. That was my first time going to see Monday Night Raw live. It was July 2015. It was in Atlanta, Georgia.
Belonged to J&J Security. The way Rollins was supposed to refer to the car was an inanimate object. However, for whatever reason, he simply couldn't say the word without getting flustered.
You chose to take it out on an inanimate object, and not only an inanimate object.
I can see how he get tongue-tied on that.
Hey, shut up! Shut your mouth!
It took a number of attempts, and the crowd, as well as Heyman and Lesnar, laughed at his promo blunder. Rollins would give up and begin to shout at the live crowd to try and salvage the promo. Number 7, Summerfest.
And if you lose, we will ban you from the Summerfest.
He'll be banned from SummerSlam is what you said.
SummerSlam. Slammed out.
The guest host era of Raw was an interesting concept. It involved a different celebrity guest hosting Raw each week, and some really excelled in the role, and some were completely dreadful. One celebrity who flopped was Jeremy Piven. Piven would be the guest host alongside Dr. Ken. The issue from the very beginning was that Piven didn't watch WWE, and it was perfectly clear he wasn't a fan.
See, like, it's cool when they bring celebrities, but like he just said, he had no knowledge of WWE. He's not a fan. He's never watched wrestling, so he doesn't know. So, yeah. I feel like if you honestly have no knowledge of it, if you're not going to do your homework and study, I feel like he shouldn't even told him that he would go on the show.
During an in-ring promo segment with John Cena and The Miz, he would refer to SummerSlam as Summerfest. Cena had to correct Piven, but the damage was already done as he was mocked online for the error, and he was criticized for not knowing one of the WWE's biggest pay-per-view events.
Yeah, SummerSlam is one of the biggest pay-per-view events. So there's the Royal Rumble, there's WrestleMania, which is the big one. It's like the Super Bowl. So the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and then SummerSlam, which is in the summer, of course, and then Survivor Series is in the fall.
Number 6, Tamina repeats Charlotte's line. Without a doubt, the cringiest promo on this list comes from a segment between the women of SmackDown in 2017. The women that competed in the first ever Women's Money in the Bank match were gathered in the ring, and all of them were sharing their grievances surrounding the controversial finish to the Money in the Bank match. But during the promo, Charlotte would inform Natalya that,
"You don't shut up, I'm gonna make you look like Ellsworth."
Then Tamina began her promo
Charlotte
and somehow decided to repeat the exact same line that Charlotte had just said.
You need to be quiet or you're gonna start looking like Ellsworth.
It's unclear what happened here, but it could be a case of Tamina forgetting a line completely, or Charlotte could have said Tamina's line accidentally. Either way, it was a true disaster on all accounts. Number 5, Titus O'Neil's disastrous promo. In the summer of 2016, WWE attempted to push Titus O'Neil. However, one infamous segment of...
I feel like the funniest thing Titus O'Neil has done, he was coming down the ramp, and I think he started running and he tripped. And he ended up sliding, like from where he tripped, he ended up sliding all the way under the ring.
Raven, he's had dinner with many princes.
I'm surprised he didn't get hurt and like hit his head under something that was under the ring, but that was funny.
would halt those plans. Titus would come to the ring for a promo, and from the very first sentence that came out of his mouth, it was a disaster. Titus would mispronounce basic words and would stutter over every other sentence.
Last night, earlier tonight, you guys heard that the New Day talking about winning the WWE Tag Team Champions, becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions.
Titus then went off on a tangent discussing Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then proceeded to blame his former Primetime Players teammate Darren Young for the fact that Titus wasn't Universal Champion. It was truly awful, and Titus's in-ring promo time was reduced substantially after this incident. Number 4, NXT Promo Blunder. By the time NXT Season 4 aired, the show became infamous for WWE simply not caring about the show in any capacity. The prior season featured an all-Divas season, and the majority of the season was built around Michael Cole's heel persona. As for Season 4, it featured a number of names that would go on to have successful careers. These names included Fandango, EC3, Connor from the Ascension, and Brodus Clay. Okay, made that semi-successful. One segment in particular of this season of NXT highlighted why the show had become a laughingstock for many WWE fans. In the segment, the NXT rookies took part in a hot seat trivia. Here, the rookies would answer WWE trivia questions, and most of them were pretty simple. One of the questions put towards NXT rookie Connor O'Brien asked, "What cities have hosted WrestleMania?" And for some strange reason, Connor decided to reply with,
Pee Wee Herman!
Why Connor decided to respond with this bizarre answer, still unknown. It could have been simply because Connor couldn't think of anything else to say, so he just thought of something completely random, and maybe just Pee Wee Herman was the first thing that popped up in his head. Yeah, that's how I associate WrestleMania. Number 3, Gangrel Talks.
What's he talking about?
I need you. You're fat. No, you're real family.
Gangrel
What was he talking about?
so much potential as a character during the Attitude Era. He had
I didn't start watching wrestling until 2005. Of course, I've gone back and watched like the old stuff from like the 90s, early 2000s, but I've never actually watched any of Gangrel's matches or promos. So
fantastic gimmick, one of the best entrances of all time, and he was a decent enough wrestler. However, one of the things holding him back was his promo work. When Gangrel first spoke, it was clear that he wasn't comfortable on the mic, so what WWE did was to tell Gangrel to use a fake accent that would make him sound, well, more scary, but in reality it just made people laugh. Take for instance his promo on the 17th October 1998 edition of Shotgun Saturday Night. Gangrel was clearly nervous as he was actually shaking during the promo. He would mispronounce words and would even change his accent numerous times throughout a single promo. Some say that this was the moment that WWE lost all faith in Gangrel as a top star. Number 2, Ronda Rousey promo, the Raw after the Royal Rumble 2019. A Ronda
see, I'm not a big Ronda Rousey fan. Like, I'm not a fan of hers at all. I feel like she's horrible on the mic, and yeah, I didn't like her time when she was wrestling.
had one of the best debuts in WWE history. However, towards the end of her run, Ronda was forced to turn heel as the crowd for some reason was turning against her. One segment which best encapsulates this is Ronda's promo on Raw following a match with Sasha Banks at the Royal Rumble. Ronda would get on the mic and begin to cut a passionate babyface promo. However, the crowd heavily booed her, and it put her off so much that she showed her insecurities.
I want to thank Sasha making me get better today than she was just. All right, you got me to stutter. Good job.
I feel like she did that a lot, though.
Ronda would take long pauses and would be unable to finish her promo, and as a result, they would send Bayley out earlier than they expected to save Ronda any more embarrassment. And number 1, Charly Caruso likes DP.
Nah, that one was funny.
Charly Caruso's last night as host of Raw Talk was an interesting one to say the least. During the segment with Damian Priest, Caruso would randomly reveal that she loves DP as in, well, we'll let you Google that one. In the segment, Raw Talk co-host R-Truth used DP to refer to Priest, and Charly responded by saying,
I'm cool with you, DP. I like you, dog.
I appreciate it, yeah.
DP, I like that.
Yeah.
DP.
Yeah. Damian Priest.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I like it. It's a nice range with DP.
Truth, whilst not trying to burst out laughing, simply stated,
She get confused sometimes.
No, it's not me.
He said she gets confused sometimes.
Not me.
It's unknown if Charly actually knew what she was saying, or she simply didn't care because it was the last show. Either way, it was a hilarious mishap, especially for the PG era in WWE. Well, there you have it, folks.
Well, that was the end of the video. I appreciate you guys for coming and watching. If you would please subscribe and like this video and share it as well. And there will be more reaction videos coming. If you guys have any ideas as to what type of videos you'd want me to react to, just let me know and I'll be happy to do so. Until next time, bye you guys.